Hi guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. We are at Melbourne Showgrounds today. We're here for Meguiar's MotorEx custom show. We are here in our 356 today. It's been a little while since we've had her out on the road, but she is running great, no issues at all, which isn't something that we can always say. So we've had a little bit of a wander around already, a bit of a sneaky look, and we were going to do a bit of a tour of the show and see what's going on, but there's music everywhere. We're going to get copyright strikes left, right and centre. However, we're going to have a bit of a Porsche bare metal themed day, so let's crack on and see what we can find. So like we said, we've had a bit of a look around already. We're going to take a look at this as the theme of the video might be Porsches and bare metal cars today. So this is a SoCal kind of style car. It's got velours all over it, so look at that. All the way there, all the way there as well. All on the roof. I guess because they're flowing that away, that won't be any problem if it rains, but I guess you might get a good runoff in there at some point. And then all down the rear hatch here. It looks pretty high when you look at it, but then if you look underneath, the transmission does hang a little bit low there. And then of course visibility is horrendous. Look at that. Big chop top, looking out the sides, and then that at the front there. They've put their sticker on for the show, but you'd having to be taking that off before you drive home because you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Very nice. So GTS Monaro, it is a bare metal car again because that is the theme of the video. $500,000 build, which is nothing like our 356. This has only been done recently, how it's brushed and there's not any indication of any kind of tarnishing or rust on it. That's probably where your 500,000 has gone, to be fair. Look at that there. Wow. Just that brushing, that kind of, look at that. Definitely nothing like our 356. So we were just talking to the builder. The actual clear coat has got an additive in it at about 20%, so that it doesn't patina and rust over the time. It gives it that antioxidant protection. I'm not quite sure how much, but it definitely does. And then I think you can go up to 30% in it, but it starts to get a little milky and get a little bit of colour around it. But that might be worth thinking about when we have to strip our 356 back and do some of the areas that we might look at a different clear coat for it. And we're also saying we've got some titanium inserts where the original wood would be. The speedo's obviously been adjusted to 200 miles an hour because this thing goes like shit off a shovel. But yeah, that might be worth thinking about with the clear coat because definitely the 356 is going to need some attention at some point. So I think there's about 7 pavilions here. There's a load more that we've still got to look at out there. Probably just going to get a massive copyright strike on this video because there's music being played all over the place. But over here we have bumped into the 78, it looks like 911 SC from the Real Steel guys, so we'll take a quick look at that. They might not be quite here yet because I think they had a few beers last night to celebrate getting the shafted ground yesterday. So here's the spec on the car. It's a 3.5 litre twin spark. Suspension's been fully upgraded. Obviously the bodywork, so custom seals, bumpers, engine bay, smoothed undercarriage in the luggage area, so we'll take a look at that. Paint and all machine components as well. So here's the wheels, they've taken them off, so we can have a look at all of what's going underneath the car as well. They must be the 911 headlights as well. Custom cooling on the front. I do like the paint. It does remind us of, is it Ron Goodman's paint? But that looks really nice on there, and I do like the single stripe there as well. That looks really good. They've actually got a really nice stand setup, because that looks really cracking there. And with all these custom cars around, little 911 SC sat there, looks fantastic. All the Porsche running gear, we'll just have to check them, because they look significantly bigger than your standard SC, but they do look pretty under there. While the guys aren't here, we will respect the barrier, but in lovely interior. Alcantara with like a bit of a tartan on the inside as well. We'll see if we can get a bit of a closer look when the guys get here. Here's the rear wheel setup, and you can see the engine through there underneath. I think we'll try and zoom in on that so you can see. Look at how all the lines are ran as well. And it is nice. They put a mirror under there so we can see the bottom of the engine bay as well, and that is spotless. So just before we move on to the engine bay, yes, the brakes are modified, so they're custom adjustable with a master cylinder, and they've got upgraded Brembo calipers all the way around. Look at that for an engine bay. How cool is that? I do like the dual spark setup, and obviously all the machine there so that all the leads are separated. That looks great. Trumpets on it. If we ever do anything with our SC, that is something that we'd like to do with the engine. Just modify it, make it look pretty. The standard 911 SC engine can be a little bit dull, but I think that might be a nice little upgrade on ours. But we've probably got some plans coming for that, which we will talk about a little bit later. There we go, and there's a full side profile of it there. Love the burnt red around the wheels and with the steel there, and then with the red at the bottom with the Porsche decal there. I think that looks fantastic. So we'll catch up with the guys in a little bit. We'll try and see Jason and see what's going on, and get some further details of the car, but this is definitely one we came down here to see. So I've been able to step over the barrier and take a closer look. It is lovely inside. That is absolutely brilliant. The pedal setup, the interior, that is lovely. What a, it's the extra detail, so the clip to open and close the door down there at the bottom there. It's really, really nice. What we didn't cover as well before was the exhaust there as well. So that's all billet machined. You see the engine underneath on the mirror. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is a 1935 Ford Victoria, and again, another bare metal car. It is just behind the 911, but there's another one. We appear to be ahead of the trend. This one I like as well. It's kind of kept the scars on it like our 356. So could have easily got rid of those, but just keeping that old school patina on it. I do like that. And the orange with the white wall wheels, really like that as well. So yeah, we'll come to a custom show, and I think we're going to scrap any cars with paint, and this is going to be a bare metal and Porsche video. Look at that. That's really, really nice. So a Charger here, again bare metal. I think it's still under restoration, because obviously here, no glass, no seats. There's a fair bit of work going on here. I think this is an example of what the garage's work can do. There it is, but I think we're going to classify it as a bare metal car because it's a car with no paint. Alright, so we've got a couple of other bare metal cars. Just when you think your turbo isn't big enough, I could probably do this. It's with a lot of cars. They've got mirrors underneath, so you can see how shiny it is under there. Look at that. Big parachute on the back, so that's a quick car. So I was saying, here we've got a Holden. The one that we looked at previously was an RX2 Mazda. A lot of fabrication work gone into this. Look at this here. And again, two massive turbos. Like we said, there's a few bare metal cars here, so we might be ahead of the trend because none of these are as rusty as our 356. But on this one, what I do like is the shifter's got one of those like old style microphone looks on it. I do really like that, and I like these lights at the rear. I think that look great in the back there. Look at that. That flat back and then those lights sticking out. I think that's a really nice contrast. Look at those. So, although we're at MotorEx, we might be having a Porsche and bare metal themed video. Well, that's Outlaw Garage's version of MotorEx. We stayed away from the theme cars, more about that on our Instagram a little bit later. We covered the Porsche and anything that was bare metal. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time with a new adventure. See you guys, bye.